Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I'll review Doctor Who, The Girl Who Waited. So this is the 10th episode of Series 6 of Doctor Who. So in this one, Amy is trapped in a quarantine facility where time moves faster than in reality, while the Doctor is confined to the TARDIS. Can Rory save his wife in time? So yeah, they end up in this futuristic ship place where, as I've just explained, time moves differently. And at one point, what's been moments for Rory has been years for Amy, and she's aged up. Even made her own little Rory for company, as she's been alone all that time. And then at one point we get two Amys in there, and only one Amy can go with them. And of course, in a tough choice the Doctor makes, he saves young Amy. So what I liked about this one, well, I feel that this one was definitely for Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvil. The Doctor, this one I felt took a bit of a back seat, as he was, like I say, confined to the TARDIS. Although Matt Smith did his role well and played the Doctor greatly. But we see Arthur Darvil and Karen Gillan take this one. We also see Karen Gillan in a bit of a dual role, playing two versions of Amy Pond. And the makeup effects on Amy, how she looks slightly older. I'm thinking she meant to look 20 years older, because she's a bit in the face. But yeah, the future Amy is a lot more darker, a lot more distressed, as she has been, well, on her own for so long. And yeah, just wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff happening in this one. This, I say, is a filler episode, of course. I mean, not much connection, or maybe a few teasers to the big finale of the Series 6's arc, but like I say, it's its own story. We get, two Karen Gillans, one Arthur Darvil and one Matt Smith. I feel that she sort of owns the show a bit in this episode. I also like the visual robots they got for it as well in this one. That it was occupied by robots. I'm thinking, where are all the people gone in this? But as well, the effects they had for the facility were somewhat practical, and I feel a bit somewhat CGI as well. But it was alright for what it were for the visuals and that. Early 2010s visuals. And, some good performing here and there as well with this one. I will say, is there like a monster of the week in this episode? I mean, I guess the robots, even though they're doing their security jobs. But I would say there was no real monster of the week in this episode, or a big bad or anything like that. Like I say, this was probably just a basic filler episode that was sort of also a bit of a bottled episode, as it was confined to one location, and not much else. But, yeah, I don't hear this episode talked about enough. Also, that's like sort of Amy's special name, like Rose being the bad wolf, Martha being the woman who walked the earth, and Donna being the most important woman in the cosmos. Amy's was the girl who waited. Then, of course, we had the impossible girl with Clara. But yeah, of course, Amy, that's all she ever did was wait. When she was a little girl waiting for the Doctor to return, and he did. And then she waited another 2 years for him to come back and all that. Yeah, she waited a lot. But like I say, I thought this was a fairly decent episode. I would say it's probably not one of my favourites in Series 6, but it has its moments as well. Its sad moments, its heartbreaking moments. So yeah, The Girl Who Waited. What else can I say about this? Yeah, so let's get to ratings. Performances, I'll give them a 9. The writing, I'll give it a 7. The visuals, an 8, and my personal, I'll give it a 7. Because like I say, not my favourite episode of Series 6, but it's alright filler. So yeah, there you are. There is my review for that episode. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who Review. So until next time, run for your life.